Yeah, good evening and welcome to the Opinion Podcast. Today, the 21st of November, 2024. It's been a long time coming, and we're going to be talking about the issues that are happening in Nigeria today. And I have some good guests in the house, some bad ones. I have one very, very big fish today. It was very difficult for me to bring into the studio, but I actually did. I brought him to the studio, and I have Shield Nwazirike in the house, the political analyst, a Taliban analyst, and somebody that speaks to truth and speaks to power. Is a man that wants to tell the president what to do and how to do. Is a man that he runs different NGOs. We have been together way back politically. He has been very, very active. And today we're going to be speaking to him on issues that are burning in Nigeria. I have Shid to my left. Aisha, you want to introduce the president?
I have the president of the LJE-NIGERIA. By my left here, by name Samuel Meme, President Samuel Meme. Thank you for joining us.
Mr. President, very welcome to the show today. I think the first thing we should talk about is the insecurity issues that are happening in Nigeria. I heard some hours, minutes ago that we have some terrorists coming from Niger into Nigeria. You want to shed light on that, Aisha?
They actually called the Lukarawas. The
Harawas.
Lukarawas is a terrorist group that has emerged coming into Nigeria from our security borders. That it's a breach of security, actually, because they've come in from the border and have invaded some certain states in the northeastern part, the Sokoto and Kebbi states. I think the northwestern part, pardon me, Sokoto and Kebbi state precisely. They actually, the citizens of the communities or the individuals in the community actually welcomed them in. You know, they came in seeming like they were just coming, seeking for shelter, food, and they were welcomed in. And then they began recruiting troops by themselves, and they attacked these people, I think at midnight, went into their farms, took their livestock and all of that. But these people did not, they didn't back down. They actually fought back. They said, no, we are not going to allow you just come in. We welcomed you. We gave you a home. We gave you homes to sleep in, and you come and steal from us. We're not letting. So it was actually a fight between the terrorist group and the individuals of these communities, and then they ran away. Most of them ran away, although it's reported to have actually recorded some certain deaths among
In all of this, what's the military actually doing to cause?
That is actually the most ridiculous thing I must tell you, because at some point, the only thing I had at the back of my head was, at what point, we know how they keep telling us they are sending troops into to that area, every time they're saying they are fighting, they are killing these terrorists. And you come back to tell us the defense headquarters is, I think, the media chairman or something, general, I think his name is something Buba, Emmanuel Buba or something, pardon me if that was wrong, but Buba is the name. And he came out to say that there was a breach in security at the borders because there was, I think, maybe they had a misunderstanding or something. So that is to tell us that the border was left unprotected, and these people came in. With all the money the federal government has been putting into the military, the army, you come to tell us that the border was just left there. And these people, we have like terrorists coming in. Not terrorists that are formed in Nigeria this time around. Terrorists that are for foreigners coming into our country to kill us. And you're telling us that the border was there. So what happened to all the monies you people have gathered, all the funds you've put out there? It beats my imagination.
I think this brings me to military intelligence. Shield. What do you think is happening to us? Are you sure we're not going to be run over one day by these militants? And they're in the northwest now. They're really in the northeast. They're going to come from the southwest, south, and southeast. If they have not started killing people in all these places. Military intelligence, why are we going to cover all of this?
Until we remove politics from our security, we're going to have this game over and over again. Your military men should not be playing politics with security. It's a big industry. Let me tell you the truth. If there is peace in Nigeria now, some of the people at the top will eat anymore. Just sit down and analyze it very well. Once there is peace, relative peace. Okay, this terrorist organization has been taken out, this one will be taken out. Some of the contracts that go and bring these, they will go away.
I mean, in the last 15 years, they've not been facing it.
They have been dealing with a compromised security architecture. And when I mean compromised, I mean completely compromised. Let me give you a little story. In 2015, where Buhari won the election, I am privy because I discussed with the then NSA. The only favor that Jonathan asked of Buhari was to please sustain those South African mercenaries.
Yeah.
And let them finish up, because they were the reason we're able to have elections in some parts of the Northeast.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those ones are not scared to come. And they are not here for your nonsense politics or anything. They are here to deal with the terrorists and move. You understand? And we paid them. So I think their contract was supposed to run out in September of 2015 or thereabout. Guess what? Immediately Jonathan handed over in May and everything, but they terminated their contract. That's why we're back to square one.
I can imagine.
Those people will have taken out every single cell of these terrorists.
Because at that time, in 2015, security issues have started reducing.
We were able to have election in every local government in Nigeria because what? Jonathan made sure. Because, there is affinity, religious affinity, ethnic affinity. I don't want to kill my own brother and everything. He brought in total strangers who had no ties. Their job was come out, clean out the whole system and go. Why did Buhari terminate?
But Jonathan had 4 years to rule and to curb all of this. Biden did do it and waited till the
I
election.
think so actually emerged during these terrorist groups emerged during
Jonathan, yeah.
The terrorism start.
Jonathan, sorry, it was Jonathan.
yeah
As I'm aware, the bombing of the UN house was in 2011. I'm aware of that. The bombing of the
Digo Square.
force headquarters
Mm-hmm.
was at about that time too.
Yeah.
Now,
Mambila Barracks.
he made the bomb bit on the park, the R5 park.
the way this played out, right? It was novel to us that a Nigerian could become a suicide bomber. It was not something we were used to. Do you understand? The security architecture in Nigeria was used to armed robbers, pickpockets, one chance, those one. Suddenly you're dealing with full-blown terrorism. So it took time, training, funding, being able to play international politics. Because let me tell you, there was a case, they went to buy equipment in South Africa and everything. You understand what I'm saying? And then there was the application to the US to give us some, and they said, no, the layer treaty, they will not sell to us. The Obama administration made sure that they rendered us handicapped to be able to fight these people. When I say international dimension, there's also that angle, because if you do not engage internationally, you won't be able to fight these guys. So it took a while for the Jonathan government to be able to realize that, okay, we'll shift our focus away from the US and move to South Africa. I think there was an equipment we were trying to get from Israel then, and the US wrote that Israel could not sell that equipment to us because it was manufactured by them.
They should not sell to Nigeria.
Yes. Do you understand? So there were so many things, so many complications. But what you could not deny under Jonathan was his altruistic intention to make sure that these guys were dealt with brutally. There was no pampering of terrorists under Jonathan.
No, but for me, Jonathan Lee stood up to the fight during the elections. Maybe he just wanted a peaceful.
That's the information that is available to you.
But you might be informed about that. But Jonathan,
I am talking to you because of what I know happened. Do you understand what I'm saying? There were people in Nigeria who, because of politics, played the roles of saboteurs. It became politics for them.
But on the table now, this your opinion, what's the way forward?
Well, if we are going to defeat this terrorism, please bring in these mercenaries. Please. Forget the cost.
Mr. President, this is a message to you.
If you sincerely sincerely want to curb terrorism in Nigeria, bring in people that will look at the terrorists and kill him. Look at him and kill him.
So not just the
People,
bloodbaths.
not if we don't do it, they might overrun your state. And when I mean the state, I don't mean Zamfara, Kano. I mean this state, Nigeria as a state or itself. If you don't do this, and you need to handle them in a way that I don't have anything to discuss with you. You saw Bello Touch. Today he's appealing to the governor of Zamfara that he wants to make peace. Tomorrow he's kidnapping people and everything. Look at the one that is happening in the south. It's not big to my village since 2021.
So is it, that brings me to the question of Nnamdi Kanu. Is it because of Nnamdi Kanu that these, what do they call them, unknown gunmen?
Unknown.
Is it because of Nnamdi Kanu the unknown gunmen don't allow the Easterners thrive in their place?
Should I shock you?
They didn't sell.
Do you know this last election last year, the general election that all of you voted? No election took place in my community.
But we had results from there.
No result was declared from my own community. In fact, not just my community. There's a place called Ebolese in Ihiala, right? The 6 communities, there was no election. The guy who is represented is that of Rep now got less than 5,000 votes.
Who is?
Pascal.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? For it to be so bad, I spoke to the governor about it. I had a lengthy discussion with him, appealed to him, begged him, sir, you need to show presence in this community. As I'm talking to you, as of 2 days ago, these guys gave us a warning. They are going to block our junction.
You mean the unknown gunmen?
Yes, that nobody will come into the community and nobody will step out. Do you know what that means? That's a encampment.
Exactly.
Okay? Now, I sent these messages to the governor directly, and I'm talking about Governor Soludo, directly to his
So that's Anambra.
yeah.
Oh, how did you get the message? Did they send to you?
No. You know, we also have our own intelligence network. We're able to get. If I worked in security, I was a security advisor to a minister here in the FCT. So there are some of these things that we also would do. Now, when we got this information, I forwarded all of them to the governor, and I appealed to the governor. In fact, I called him like 3 times. For the first time, the governor did not take my call.
Why do you think he didn't take your call, sir?
Because the governor is not ready to fight insecurity in Anambra. It's a total failure. It's a total disappointment.
So is it about political benefits here, or he just
Because
doesn't want
when
to
some of you are not ready to vote, right? When some of you are denied your right to vote, they can write results. Now, when there is insecurity, security votes will be increased. In my community, people are packing out in droves. Now there's a threat. There's a voice note they sent to some of us that they are going to burn our houses. They are going to do this one if the government does not do this. What is the...
And is the government aware of these threats?
I sent directly. I can show you. I sent directly to
So
government.
you know he said his son wasn't picked up.
Do you understand? And this is a man that if I call him once, he picks
He will pick.
We talk 40 minutes, 1 hour. That is my governor. For the first time, he didn't pick my call. And I have noticed the trajectory. Governor Soludo is not ready to address insecurity in the state. If I were Soludo, Innocent is from Anambra, right? And we call Innocent, sit him down. Okay, you are a manufacturer of vehicles.
Very.
Give us vehicles. Give us vehicles. Let's have a partnership. We'll pay you in the next 5 years. Give us vehicles. Give us motorcycles. Let us overwhelm these people and have every community properly, armed.
But
You
since you have this
vehicles.
information,
Okay, I've sent them to the governor already.
how about the Commissioner of Police, NCDC,
The
the military?
intelligence department.
When we started discussing this insecurity issue, I told you that there's politics that is also being played. During the elections, I spoke to the Army Command, top command, bringing out, in fact, the number they gave us as security emergency numbers during the election, they were switched off. The one for Anambra was switched. And I want anybody to quote me. I say, in fact, I tweeted about it online. How can you have your emergency security number on the day of election, on the eve of the election, on the day of election, switched off? Do you know what that means? You people have been ignored. Now, this is the implication of this insecurity in a place like my community where no INEC official will even come. No police will come to my place. There's no police station.
And this has been going on for so long.
I said, I have not set foot in my community since 2021.
You have your parents there?
I'm not going to discuss that information. Do you understand what I'm saying? I have not set foot in my village since 2020.
But if I may ask, why is it taking so long for this to be curbed?
Because the governor is not ready. Listen, there are things that can be. Anambra has resources. Men. Anambra has men that if you tackle this way.
I still don't understand what you mean by he's not ready. Is this like a financial benefit?
Well, you mentioned if I was attacked as well by unknown gunmen.
And after that, what happened? If Ifeanyi ensured that if you ever try rubbish in the whole of Nnewi, you will be dealt. CCTV cameras, vehicles, motorcycles. If a senator representing a senatorial district could do that, not tell me the governor is just all over the place speaking on useless.
God bless his soul. He indeed was a very
He had a situation room. See, I have discussed with the governor. It's easy. We can handle this without even any stress. Do you understand? There are things that can be done.
Do you think it's a case of fear?
It's not a case of fear. The governor that brought his daughter's wedding to Abuja here.
That means it's a case of fear.
Oh.
Because
This is where-
to get his own daughter's wedding.
I think this is a call to Governor Soludo. Governor Soludo, you have to sit up and see how you can stop these killings or this attack on your people. Because see, you have an Igbo man here, an Anambra man, and in Idigwe, a red cap chief who says, I don't want to go home.
Ask the governor if he has ever. I told the governor when we were speaking, the last discussion we had, that you need to even come. Listen, your presence is a message.
Exactly.
Even to the terrorists, even to the criminals, your presence alone is a message that we will not take this. Guess what? They've been attacking all our places. Soludo has never stepped foot there, but he will come and complain. We are waiting for him.
Can I ask this question, please, Asha, before we move on? The Igbos have always been known to always have this form of solidarity between themselves, you know. It beats my imagination that they would actually attack themselves. Are this really coming from the Igbos? Are this really is this really an internal fight? Or
does this to do with Nnamdi Kanu?
Let me say this. Good questions. There was something I said earlier about Nigerians being the happiest on earth, that if it was unheard of that Nigerians will start doing suicide bombing, right?
Yeah.
So there is the effect of brainwashing. Oh, everybody hates you. You are the only one that can protect. Because
that's Islamic.
you told you this. I'm talking to you.
But
My brother, you are in my village. You are in the whole of the southeast. And you are insisting people must sit down on Mondays. Meanwhile, nobody in the southeast is holding anybody. We are not the one holding nothing.
Shield, I put this question to you.
There are farmers.
Shield.
Let
me put this to you. Is this exactly? That's I put this question to you. Is this siege in the southeast because of Nnamdi Kanu?
But Nnamdi Kanu has called that they should stop the sit at home.
No. Answer me. Is it yes?
No.
So
This is strictly business for them.
Okay, I'll put this question to you as well. Reuters operator some few days ago was saying that if you release Nnamdi Kanu, there will be relative peace in the southeast. So if we're both saying now, you are saying here there's no God of Nnamdi Kanu. Reuters operator is coming to say that if you release him, there will be relative peace in the southeast.
Reuters is a politician. Let's discuss real security issue. Listen, the actions of Simon Ekpa already undermined the authority of Nnamdi Kanu.
Someone else was arrested today in Finland.
Yes.
Are you aware?
The discussions I'm very aware of it. We're going to discuss that. Several Nnamdi Kanu has sent through his council messages that there should be no killings in the southeast, there should be no terrorizing the people anymore and everything. And this same guy undermined him and said, no, unless he comes out and say.
They said the letter wasn't written by him because
you understand what I'm saying?
Everything
that Nnamdi Kanu says from wherever he is.
So is this Simon Ekpa that is...
Simon Ekpa...
What's happening?
So Simon Ekpa needs to explain to us, now that he's been arrested, he needs to explain to us exactly what we have done to him, because we are not the federal government that is prosecuting Nnamdi.
What state is Simon Ekpa from?
He's Ebonyi.
Ebonyi, and Ebonyi has relative peace.
Peace! God bless you. Now you know where we're going to.
So is it that there are some natural resources in Anambra?
Simon Ekpa is not only Anambra. Have you been to Imo?
Imo is a war zone, yeah.
There are some of my friends who the plan in 2024 December was we're going to have like 10, 15 new houses to be launched. You know, a group of my friends. Guess what? The second person who tried to build, they kidnapped is a contractor or whatever they call the person.
This architect?
He's the person that was supervising the project. I have another one that is doing. He told me when he's going, he parks his car in the city, he would take bike to go to the site. He would dress like he's also
He's
worker.
right.
a worker. We are not in Afghanistan.
What's the solution to all of this, though?
The solution is that the leaders need to come out and be leaders.
So the solution is not to release Nnamdi Kanu.
Why not? Why not? I don't have any. You see, in Nnamdi Kanu's issue, I personally will fight for anybody.
Do you believe in IPOB?
If what is IPOB?
Biafra.
IPOB, Biafra.
I live in Biafra.
I am an Igbo man.
So do you want
want the solution?
Let me tell you,
division of the
all that I want is equity, fairness, and justice. I have
From
looked
who?
from the federal government of Nigeria.
All of that you're not getting.
This is where we pay taxes to. Let me explain to you, Afe. Look at the appointments that Tinubu has made since he became president. Look at them.
Your an Igbo man is number 4 man, the speaker, or the deputy speaker of the House of Reps. If not, this is not Igbo man.
Such insult. Don't look at what you're saying. Deputy speaker. Deputy speaker.
That's not enough.
Not even deputy president, senate president. Deputy speaker. To a whole zone. My brother, listen. Not that I'm a Southerner. If it's happening to Yoruba man, this is the same thing that I would say. If it's happening to the Northerners, this is what I would say. I said it under Buhari. Buhari brought in some very... God. Buhari was insensitive to our national feelings as a people. Your whole security chiefs, in fact, they could be having security council meeting for the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Oh, still doing.
And there is... Usa,
Here, Jirika.
that was what Jonathan.
Okay,
Do you understand what I'm saying? They could be having security council meeting to discuss security in the
you actually in the Security Council, but money out.
good.
That's they cool. Okay, but that was still okay.
Pretty word.
Yeah.
Good. And be using Hausa to speak it. When did we descend so low that if you are not from my place, you cannot manage security? Immediately Tinubu became president. He changed the one in Gwagwalada, changed the chief of army staff, changed the IG of police, changed this one. Everybody, make sure he brought them from his own zone. It's no longer about Nigeria. It's about where you are from.
The statement Rocha Sokorosha made yesterday in his speech where he said, release Nnamdi Kanu and end all this violence. Do you think it is because Nnamdi Kanu has been held that you are now you people are killing each other?
You start to see us.
It's themselves.
To say Christianize.
So you like them about shit, yeah. Let me ask the affect. And let this be clear today. Nnamdi Kanu was in charge of IPOB, right?
Yeah.
If I tell you that there are like 5 different segments now, give me the
Of IPOB.
Well, of the same ICU.
people say claiming that they are fighting for the liberation of the Saudi. There are like 5 of them. There's the one they call autopilot. There is the one that is led by a Biafra government in exile, by Isaac Onepa. There is this one. So the people already see that there could be money in this thing. So it is no longer about.
Still on it.
Please, how can you say you're fighting for me and you're killing me?
Exactly my point here.
You understand what I'm saying? Go to the southeast. It's like a dead zone. People are moving in droves to Asaba and to Port Harcourt. If I don't want to
So
talk
apart from the Monday sit at home, there's also insecurity.
sometimes
everything.
you will declare 30 days at home.
Oh, Monday, somewhere. Okay,
Sometimes you will declare 1 week, 2 weeks. So in fact, there was a burial. My aunt, the husband, they were supposed to bury her, I think, him some months ago, on the 28th. We heard on the 22nd that 28th will be sit at home. 2 weeks sit at home. So me that they already bought flight tickets that I wanted to go because their place is different from my own village. You know, my aunt down.
yeah.
I have to sit there in my house.
Oh, wow.
So imagine the social life you are disrupting, the economic life you are disrupting,
Exactly.
the communal life, because some families will never see each other again.
Yeah, that's true.
Some families, the father will never see the son will never see the mother.
Just like your father has not seen you for a while.
My father sees me every time.
Is he not?
No need curiosity.
See this, that
Information where I try at this. After wait, why do you want me to tell you out?
I want to know how often you see your parents, if you go home at all. Because
I saw my father. I saw my father October.
he came to Abuja.
It's not your business.
For somebody like you, for somebody like you, yeah, you're a mouthpiece, both on social media and traditional media. I would have thought that you would have done something better than all these things you're saying here. You could not just come in and say, oh, you read the message to the governor. You didn't read to the governor. Are you a security person?
Like what?
The commissioner of police, you've not reached out to him. Have
I'm
you?
talking of IG, you're talking of commissioner. What can commissioner of police do?
Inspector General.
Listen,
Police.
in the next 2 weeks, we're going to have a petition before the National Assembly. That was what I was actually trying to liaise with Tiffany about before he starts.
Okay.
Let the security chiefs be invited to discuss why they have refused to give us protection in that state. Because why I'm personally calling out Soludo is because the security vote. There are 1,001 things you can do. You can actually harness the people within that state to provide security. See, let me tell you, there's a very popular airline in Nigeria today. I think one of the biggest airlines in Nigeria today. Please. The owner has not gone home in 3-4 years.
So it's not peculiar to you alone.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh no, in fact, one of the top hotels in Abuja in Wuse to here, I can tell you, the owner is my uncle. He has not stepped foot in the village. The biggest distributor of Nigerian breweries is my uncle. His house to my house to his house is just they still.
What happens to
Who's the not go to the village? The issue is you do not even know who to trust.
So all that we must celebrate Christmas in our hometown back of
It's not happening in the south to say.
You are moving such happiness away from the community. That's time. Is it me that will go and sit my head yet? No. But there are things that if the governor is ready today, if the governor says, shoot, come, let's discuss. Some people, they said they were terrorists, they kidnapped people and kept them in one village in Katsina or where. Maybe some people flew in from the US and killed all of them. Did you hear any noise about it?
No.
Come on.
Talking about that, yeah. Oh, you know, earlier today, there was also killing.
So you people can just go silent.
There were also killings in one community in Katsina by the Air Force.
That's what you want to hear.
You know, Air Force wiped out the community in Katsina today as well. So this goes to show that there's no military intelligence, or the intelligence information is not flowing as it is supposed to flow. I wonder why you fly a plane and wipe out a community.
Those planes started flying yesterday, and it is a shame that the army can come up, the military can come up and keep telling us there is a breach, there is miscommunication. There is always a mistake when it comes to these things.
After you were here when it happened in is it Rhine or something? The place they suddenly killed people, right?
And what happened today?
I'm saying it happened then.
Yeah, nothing.
Up to today, have we seen the pilot?
Investigation.
Has anything been done? See, if we want to fight insecurity in Nigeria, all of us need to step back and allow people that have no ties. No, they don't have any interest. They are not interested in your bring a bag of money, go and bring you worship, want to do supply, want to do contracts. No. They are professionals. They come here, clean up these homes, and everybody moves. America is big. Why are we not having things like this there? Because you know, once you do it, in fact, once you think it in your mind, the system might even pick it up. It is that bad. You have not completed it.
That's intelligence.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just yesterday, I was watching, was it today? That someone wanted to bomb the New York Stock Exchange and was arrested. Do you know what that means? Do you know the kind of intelligence? So why can't we have that in Nigeria? Because everybody in Nigeria, listen, this top man is a military man, this one is a security man, chief, everybody is looking at how to beat the other one in having money. That's all. That's our only problem. So if the insecurity is solved today, most of them will go broke. Most of them will go home without any money. But you know, as insecurity is good, something happened in Abuja during this last minister's tenure. I don't know if I should say this or hey man.
This late.
It's your opinion. Say it.
It's the way he's arranging his clothes. So he's very important.
I will not say when they happen. But you know, there are instances when if the security organs, maybe in the states or write to a governor or write to somebody and you don't give them immediate approval, they will cause an issue for you.
It will cause problems for you.
I didn't say problem. They will give you an issue that will make you to call them and come and please okay.
Oh, are you trying to say that whole happened in the next state?
So as we're saying, do you understand?
I won't even say what happened. That will happen in the next state.
No. I used to go happen.
On this table, bear it up, please.
No. You know.
They know what happened in the FCT because you know, at some point there was insecurity in the FCT, and by some years, Wike was able to curb it.
No.
In no time.
Wike that became minister yesterday. No.
They really been curbed that fair.
Wike to the issue with the FCT insecurity is I have written to the minister. I will say it to her now.
You mean Wike?
Yeah, because he called me when he became minister. He called me on the phone. I have written to him, giving him, you know, suddenly there's no bank robbery in FCT again. Nobody's asked us how we're able to do that. It was during our tenure that the bank robbery stopped in Abuja.
My brother.
So then,
hold
on. Before then, we had one in Wuse too where a lot of people were killed. that diamond bank. We had, you understand? But all of a sudden, nobody has come out today to say this. When Wike became minister and there was this, what do you call it, kidnapping every time, robbery and every time, we wrote to him. In fact, I'm happy, like, I think some days ago, I heard him announcing some of the suggestions that we gave to him. I didn't seek of contract, let me be clear. But I know that with the benefit of experience, right, these are the things that the minister should immediately do, and then you will free FCT of some of these criminals. In fact, they will prefer to go to Kaduna, go to Kogi, go to Nasarawa, because they know if they do any them in this town, he'll be picked up.
Yep.
Within 5 minutes, they will be picked up. And we highlighted, it was a 3-page letter to the minister. I personally signed it. And I told him, these are what you need to do. I didn't seek for a meeting. I didn't seek for audience with him.
He just wrote a letter.
No, that if Wike follows through with that letter, he will have security here. Now, if I can do that for a place that I'm staying, not a place that I am from, what makes you think that I'm not giving better to the state? I said the governor is adamant. He doesn't want to listen to anybody.
It's a call to Soludo. I think that you would get to hear this or see it somewhere. Brother Memel, let's talk about this Samuel Egba extradition. They're going to extradite him according to DHQ. They said that they will extradite him any moment from now. What would they be charging him for? Do you think they are in any way connected to his arrest? In Finland, they're in Finland to be precise.
Well, of course, Samuel Ekpa has been causing a lot of confusion in Nigeria. Giving orders to his fighters to kill men, kill security agencies, destroy lives, properties, and all of those. Of course, he should be extradited back to Nigeria, irrespective of the fact that.
How would they be charging him for?
Of course, treason, terrorism. Then you should freeze the music.
Are you sure I was going to say he's not going to stay in incarceration like in NNPCL?
I have. Of course, the security based on the information and the intelligence available to the security agencies. Or of course, we have all the clips. Some of the clips where he gives clear instructions that they should burn police stations, kill, declare public, declare.
State, there's peace.
Yes, he don't even have the right to declare, even in his home state. I think just like you rightly stated, most time we always push all this issue to the security agencies, the police, the army, and all of those. Nobody talk about the leadership of this country, because in the end, he discovered that most of the 99% or 90% of the reasons why we're having insecurity is as a result of bad governance. When you have good governance, when you're able to drive your policies the right way, you discover that a lot of people will be gainfully employed. The issue of insecurity will drastically reduce. So if you convert all Nigerians to police and military, and without good governance, you can't still achieve anything.
Is this really an issue of of unemployment, or it's an issue of greed?
It's not just unemployment, bad governance, bad policies, bad governance. You rightly mentioned about the Southeast. Of course, in Nigeria, it is very important that every one of us come up to agitate for good governance. But it's also right for us to agitate for good governance from our states. So when you have people from Anambra State coming to the federal government to call on the head of the president, or people from Enugu and all of those things, why don't you channel the energy to your states? Because if you look at the Southeast, you discover that they have had even the worst governors in this country. So the Southeasterners, which were all part of many of them,
one of the best during his time, he transferred the state.
Yeah, he did reasonably well. We know, because of the level of education in that state. But most importantly, you can't compare that with Anambra State. You can't compare that with Imo State. Okay, you can't compare that with Abia State. Now we're having good Abia. I think Southeasterners should start looking into their states. You should start calling on their governors to do the right thing. You should start calling on their local government to do the right things. Start calling on their representative or the National Assembly to do the right thing. So no matter how you look at it, but the issue of good governance cannot be overemphasized in this. If you are calling on the security to guide bad governance, it is not going to be possible.
You're very right.
It's not possible.
You understand?
Thank you very much. You said you have something to talk about this.
This is
some issue.
for me, if you ask for my professional opinion on this extradition thing that the
This you.
defense headquarters also, I would say don't bring Simon Ekpa to Nigeria.
Why?
Thank you. If you bring him to Nigeria, you're going to keep him in Abuja, right? To chase only more citizens we have now.
Okay.
Hold on, let me finish. If you do that, he's in Nigeria, so
And his followers know he's always here.
they will feel like they.
But you'll be communicado. How will you be speaking to them?
You're not getting the issue. Didn't Nnamdi say anybody should go and do more this startup? No. What I'm saying is, once you bring him down here, and you take him to the court and you take him to Kuje, there will be that the federal government is against us team.
The mindset.
I don't think no right taking Nigeria want to support somebody.
Oh, the South is that
You're not
getting. You have soldiers already everywhere.
You don't. I have lived through this. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you that. And you do not want a justice system that is seen as persecution. Let it be proper prosecution. Do you understand? Don't incarcerate anybody. Don't deny them their rights. Don't make somebody wear clothes for 4 years. One single clothes every time he's coming to court.
No, but here is the one that says.
Do you understand? No, the court had to say whatever they said the last time. What I'm saying is, let this guy face the full wrath of the law in a society that has no sympathy and no political affiliation and no. I know what I'm saying.
The offenses are not in Finland. The offenses are in Nigeria.
Okay, terrorism is. Why does America place people on global watch lists when you are doing crime in your state, in your own country? What he has done is beyond Alibo.
It's beyond what?
Alibo, like you understand what I'm saying? Terrorism is a global security issue. Okay, there are videos and videos and videos. What needs to be done? Let this guy be. If you bring him here, and a northerner is the judge, the people, some of his people will say, look at what happened when Nnamdi Kanu was extradited to Nigeria, was brought to Nigeria, rendered. The first thing that Malami did under Buhari was to address Nigerians in Hausa about Nnamdi Kanu's.
Can you imagine?
Do you know what that means? You have already tainted the prosecution. It is no longer about law order. It is now about my tribe is higher than this people's tribe. Do you get what I'm saying? We don't want that kind of nonsense. Let Oyibo people do their job.
Maybe they didn't understand English. Maybe he couldn't,
Malami did not understand the whole Attorney General of the Federation. We can justify anything we want to justify, but that was he sent a wrong signal. In fact, what you did then was to now make Nnamdi Kanu's matter an ethnic issue. It no longer was about, you understand, things he has said or he has done.
And one of Nigeria's major problem has always been about tribalism.
Okay, God bless you.
We would have to move on. There are a lot of issues to talk about today. This insecurity issue is hitting us bad and hitting us hot. Shield.
Yes.
Dangote and his refinery. I heard that he has started importing crude from America.
And also started
when we have crude and started exporting to West African
countries.
We have crude at the back of country here in Port Harcourt and all of that.
Let me see something. Before Dangote refinery became active, operational, how much was fuel?
I think about 200.
No, it was 600.
Oh, I see.
But as Dangote's refinery was coming on board, we started buying fuel for how much now?
1,000.
Now that we have an operational refinery, Dangote is not your friend. I will say it to his face.
So it's not for the people.
Dangote is not your friend.
But he said it is for the people.
If Dangote is not your friend, what about the federal government that refused to fix their own refineries?
Exactly.
Did I say the two truths?
Dangote is a private individual. He has the right to. He's a free market.
Coexist. Again, so stop saying he's not my friend. I'm not going to come here and defend Dangote because the guy is an economic buccaneer.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Every time he wants to go into any sector, watch what happens with those products. For goodness sake, you're getting refineries from here.
Okay.
the
Take crude from here.
crude from here. Why on
When he
earth?
has 4 months, they've not given him crude from then. So that's why it's
Because he complained that there were a lot of sabotage coming from the government at that time.
See, some of the people in government will not be able to come out and say the whole truth because of the sensitive nature of this. Dangote can talk because he's a private individual. Dangote is not your friend. Which of
That's why I can give you first having information, sir.
Find out how much a bag of cement is being sold in Ghana, in the Nigeria Republic here. Find out how much Dangote is selling. Yes,
This is in Nigeria.
way cheaper. Check, Google it. Your phone is here.
He has also complained.
That is about cement. Find out his products. Do you understand? He had an issue with Boa cement
No.
on the issue of bread picking.
Cost of production.
As I was supposed to say that he has complained about the cost of production. Like you, so his situation has affected his production.
Trace, hours. So upper might be cheap, but so no.
Boa is doing his own production in Germany.
No.
Let's stop this.
So, but there's not much difference in terms of pricing. Is there much?
Boa was going to give us a pack of cement for 3,500 as at then. I think that was either LTC or last year. They fought him.
So you are trying to say that Dangote has caused the inflation, the rise in price.
I don't know what he has caused, but he's not your friend. Dangote is you have a refinery.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Nigerians will get fuel.
I was at this
lesser price.
conversation,
That's 600 and something.
they keep complaining. There's this complaint that say Dangote fuel now white is not good. So what does that mean?
No, the marketing strategy is not.
It's that
Dangote's fuel, let's be very sincere, he has quality petroleum product.
Well, I'm glad you have finally accepted something. So it is actually your policies. I was saying it's
But what I am saying against Dangote is not personal. Of course, I am breaking the rule. Do you understand what I'm saying? Go and test Dangote's fuel. It's one of the best.
okay.
No doubt. Why do you...
But that's for in circulation,
Wait.
though.
Yes, it is. Why do you want to strangulate us? This is your refinery. Before your refinery came, we were buying 600.
And he promised us that once he starts supplying it to go deeper to crash. So why have it crashed?
It cost me 130,000 every 10 days
So free your
to
time.
fuel my time.
But just like me said,
130,000.
well, like me said, why don't we fix our local refineries as well? Would that not be
See,
the big
Abeg,
competition?
your country is a corporation run by demons. They do not care about you.
Are you trying to say that President Tinubu is a demon?
I am trying to say that, in fact, we are going to come and discuss Tinubu now. Demon is for lesser evils. Demon is for these NNPC people that are totally disconnected from the people. Tomorrow morning now, you might wake up and NNPC has turned fuel to 1,500. No explanation to Nigerians to say, this is the justification.
There is never any
Arbitrary increase, as if we're a people that are animals.
No, but civil society, what are you guys doing about it? Because in 2011, I know that you're part of people that protested against...
Oga, no,
you
you know, that's
are-
Jonathan.
you were
You know why? Because I saw the future. Let me tell you what is going on now. If you come out today, go to CAC and see people that are registering. Government people are registering civil society. So you see people coming out now. Do you know what happened today? Or I think it was today. People went to do protests in support of the GMD of NNPC that is putting us in this mess.
Can you imagine?
Do you know what is going on in this country? They are ready to fight you. Blood for blood.
I think it is those that do not know better.
Blood? Who told you they don't know better? The truth of the matter is, once you bring out the money, and guys, you will see everybody. There is no longer. So when you are saying civil society, it's already a corrupted word.
So we should not expect any change.
It is already I said today, people protested in support of the GMD of NNPC.
This is to bring me back to actually what President Meme said earlier, that this still has to do with bad governance.
Absolutely.
This just has to do with bad governance, because at what point do you come and protest for somebody? You are dying and you're
See how
feeling
exposed we are here in this studio, right? We are learning. We are well traveled. We are exposed. Can anybody among the four of us explain the justification for 1,150 naira per
For
liter?
price of litter.
We're never giving a less.
You know what? We are not talking about people in the villages who cannot read or write. All of us here are educated. Let us discuss it.
It's even more expensive in the village. I went to the village some months ago and I bought 1 liter of oil for 1,500 naira.
Go to the southeast. Go to the southeast.
Security as well.
Go to the southeast. Do you know what is going on in this country?
How can you extort your own people?
Because they do not regard you as fellow citizens. You are a business to them.
So what are we to them? Business?
Business.
Animals? We are not. We are.
There is nothing. Let me tell you, oh God. Now,
Like Nnamdi Kanu said,
if the PDP as the major opposition,
do you still have an opposition party?
had not failed, is not failing today, this government will be scared of adding 1 naira to the price of fuel. Do you know what they did to Jonathan? I will tell you what they did to Jonathan. They've shut down this country. No plane.
That's 2011.
2012, January 2012, there was no plane flying, there was no company opening, there was no office that was opening. The country was shut down. The capacity to mobilize people to rise up against anti-people policies, right?
Yeah.
They had it. Tinubu had that. I give it to him any day.
So there's no position in Nigeria.
Who is the opposition? Wike, that is leader of the PDP, that is telling Tinubu what you know.
But Atiku is always making statements.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
Was it statement they used to pursue Jonathan from Aso Rock?
So, but you know,
They went on the street.
it's to come to the street. It's people to come on the street to protest. But I think
That is where my mind today.
Nigerians themselves should come out and protest.
Nigerians are not looking for power. Let those that want to get power come out and lead the protest. There are people that cannot be arrested by this government. Do you know how many people are Lamusi in jail since 2020 for the NSAS protest?
Do you really think there are people that cannot be arrested by the federal government?
Let them try it.
Well, why they?
People that are not arrested.
Oh, you're not getting my point.
I don't get your.
There are people today in Nigeria, they come out to peace protest, you cannot arrest it. For your own peace.
Can we
I can mention names.
Can we honestly?
Do we don't need? Oh, that's fair. That's what I mean.
I was a law officer, you can't come out.
No, but it's with Tinubu.
Let me
But
finish.
with Tinubu.
You see what I'm saying? Is it with Tinubu or with Nigeria?
It's with Tinubu.
It should be with Nigeria. That's number one. Atiku come out and protest. Let them arrest Atiku. Peter Obi come out, let them arrest them.
But like they will tear gas Atiku.
Okay, auntie, let me tell you the truth. Even the police that will shoot the tear gas, they never burn her well.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh wow.
Come out! They did the same thing to Jonathan. They shut him up.
And they shut the country down.
Listen, you cannot do opposition under the table. Let's face it. Nigerians are going through hell. A bag of rice, 110,000 in this country. How much are people earning?
70,000.
70,000.
People are earning 70,000.
75.
Minimum.
Now, let me tell you. I employed some people in my office some days ago, right? The first thing that my general manager asked them, where do you stay? Do you know why?
So the
One person came.
proximity matters.
The old person was recommended by a friend who had helped me in the past.
Okay.
So when the guy came, my GM now discussed with him. They now calculated his transport from his house. He stays in Lube. From his house to my office, going back for 1 month is 98,000.
How much do you want to pay him?
You can't pay him less than 200, 250. Which is, you understand what I'm saying? Now, when we were having body meeting in the office, somebody just said that, please, let's look for some people that
Leave around.
within.
It's not with it's just with the same vicinity.
How can things be this bad? That guy needs a job. He's a graduate. He doesn't have. We have an opportunity to employ him. But Tinubu and the APC have been, and all these things are happening, and the opposition is busy. They are discussing Damagu. Who the hell is Damagu? You are discussing, who the hell are these people?
That's the party chairman.
Which party chairman?
PDP.
Oh God. If I were a member of PDP, as a young person, anyway, you know me, who locked for that house? When Alibodi Sheriff was claiming he was national chairman of PDP after the convention in Port Harcourt, that was the first time me and Wike were having proper communication on the phone. I locked up Wadata house for 13 days. Yes.
I locked it up.
Yes.
You have that power.
You're no longer a
You have-
member of the PDP.
God forbid. I locked it out. The key of Wadata house was in my house here for 13 days. The police barricaded it with their trucks. In fact, I was the one that had to be sending pictures to media houses to be posting that Wadata house has been locked. Call them and ask them. I locked Wadata house
As what?
as a member of the party, as a stakeholder in that party.
So you have resigned from the party.
What am I doing in that party that does not have sense?
So
You are an opposition party. Nigeria is like this, and the government that is putting people in pain is still winning election in states. Oh, even your own state, they collected it. Oh,
Well, it's power play.
which power play?
What else is this? Is it?
When I tell you what you do in a situation like this is that you turn the people against that government. Is it okay for you? How much is your living wage?
It is the same way they turn the people against
Hold on.
PDP.
How much? Life today and life under PDP, which is better? Be sincere.
no PDP.
PDP.
I did not ask you. Why are you giving her expo? Let her answer first. I know where I'm going to. Which one is better?
No, I can't lie.
Which one is
PDP
better? Now, with that better life under PDP, they were still able to re-engineer people's mind against the government. Now, with this worst government and scenario, you do not have the capacity to do that. Do you know how much it costs now to locate?
Most of the people who were able to mind play or do these things have moved to APC.
They're not getting what
How
I'm
do you
saying.
want them to
Listen,
do this mind play?
do you want to play opposition? You cannot play opposition of fear. The reason some of us, nobody can tell you will compromise me is because I will tell you the truth. President Obasanjo sent me a message 2 days ago, right? He said, thank you for what you're doing it was a WhatsApp message. And I said, thank you. In fact, I had to tweet about it today on Twitter, like, President Obasanjo, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. This is the man that I used to call out on Twitter. Do you understand what I'm saying? The fact that he said, well done, shit, for what you are doing, does not mean that tomorrow, if he goes, I will not call you.
You will call him out.
But what are you doing?
Do you understand?
What did you do?
Don't worry about it.
Even the way he's speaking now, he's so sorry.
Just sent you a message. And so what? What did you do? Tell us what you did.
Don't need to tell you what I need to tell you. Now,
You did it in the high.
what I'm saying is, Afe, is this. These people are misruling this country. So it is not for you and I to come and be hiding. Oga, there is something you will do. There's a way you will invade my house. I will shoot you. I will not care about the consequences after because you have
Invaded your privacy.
you have destroyed the sanctity of my home. Do you get what I'm saying? These people have destroyed destiny.
Although murder is a crime.
They have not that kind of kill. When I say kill, don't worry.
Okay.
You can try, let's see. Sin. They have destroyed. Do you know what it means for businesses to fold up and go? Now, Corolla, 20 years ago, Corolla of 2004. This is 2024. That's 20-year-old Corolla, right?
Yeah.
Cannot be bought today by a lecturer.
No, you cannot. You cannot.
A lecturer. I didn't mean a village teacher. A lecturer in the university cannot buy Corolla with his salary.
A Nigerian youth is even aiming at 7 million.
It's 7 million.
That's correct.
When I bought that Corolla for 1.6 million in 2006, right? That is Corolla. So if a lecturer cannot buy a 20-year-old rickety car, is it the new one you will buy? Under or passenger? Teachers were buying cars like what?
Exactly.
Opel. There's a car called Opel. Opel. It was not about down.
Yes.
People could do because there was the system was conducive. Under Jonathan, people were winning, but now they have seized the judiciary. They have seized youth. NAS is issuing statements against Sule Lamido. NAS, National Association of Nigerian Students, is writing to defend the government against Sule Lamido, who said that Tinubu is destroying the economy. Do you understand what is going on?
I understand. I think,
There is a total compromise of all the system.
but that's politics at play. I think
Politics and play. Power play.
you was a very, very brilliant politician.
Afe,
And
do you know what
that's what
politics
he's saying.
Do you know what politics is?
You can tell me.
It's me being able to convince you to vote for me. Politics is not me destroying your life. There are people.
But do you know that Tinubu is doing his best to help us survive?
In what way, please?
You know, for him, yeah, he might be having sleepless nights.
So you said he's doing what's best.
For him, he's doing his best.
I love the fact that you're actually contradicting yourself. You have put might. He might. He accepted that he.
I'm going. Let the strategist is. Abe knows what to say to ignite that.
That's sparking you.
I'm trying to manage it, but he's too bad. So he will ask you a question that provokes you. Like, are you okay? What are you? Afe, sir, your people cannot feed. Listen, animals, Nigerians,
Okay.
animals in the bush, they are able to eat 3 times or 2 times or whatever. They are able to eat.
They have free food now.
Do you understand? Human beings, go to the market. Human beings can no longer eat 3 square meals in a day. Any
3 square meal or 1 square meal?
any government, government in the world, right? Forget Nigeria alone.
No.
Any government in the world that reduces its people to this base level is a failure.
It's terrible. It's terrible. There was a video where
What's the way out of all of this? This hunger in the land.
Oga,
Inflation.
the way out is a total confrontation of the government by the people. Let's stop playing.
is it the people that came out to protest recently as they were arrested and tear gas
Let me tell you something. I once ran
and even shot at, killed?
I once ran for national youth leader of the PDP. I went to ask one of the top guys that is give me this position. Why? I said, Oga, I'm not asking for this position. I don't want salary. That was on that other Buhari. I said, give me this position. Wallahi tallahi.
You want to build a good opposition.
Buhari will not sleep for one night. This is what they are doing. They're hiding. Me, I will block in front of Aso Rock.
Why do you leave the PDP?
Why would I? They tell they zone it to this one, zone it to good. They went and zone it to one.
No,
Who is the national leader of PDP today?
I don't know. Even if it was zoned, yeah, why can't you work with him if you have good intentions?
Work with who? People that already have
Whoever it is, you should.
people that already have their own plans. Listen, I will not come into that party, become a youth leader because I'm endorsed by anybody. Okay? Listen, you are in the opposition. You do not have the luxury of certain things.
Jeez, so you belong to no political party today.
I have no party today.
So where are we going to? Where is the change? It can do like you saying that if you don't
And then how do we get this change we are clamoring for?
Let me tell you,
politics is too serious to be left for politicians alone.
let me tell you, in our own little ways, we'll do what we're doing. When we saw those children in court some weeks ago, we flew a letter to the United Nations. It must be discussed on the floor of the United Nations, not here in Abuja, in New York. It must be discussed. Why will you bring children? Those are
Minors.
that we do now. And less than 24 hours, we saw them being released. Those are the ways we want to start making our own.
So not to belong to it. Yeah.
Because the political parties are a mess. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they need to do. How can you be opposition and rice is 110,000? How?
What's that?
Okay? That means the president is not ready to lead the country anymore. So let us help him.
I-
If I had gotten that position as national youth leader,
Yeah.
that time that Buhari was doing that, he was shutting border, he was doing that other one. All I need to do, and let me say this clearly, all I need to do is to call each state in Nigeria, please give me 500 members from each state of the country.
PDP member.
PDP members, 500 members, that's 16,000 people, right? Plus FCT, can have 1,000, making 17,000. There is no security facility that can keep 17,000 people in Nigeria.
It's no security facility that can work.
Like
I keep
They can keep 70,000
let's
lessons.
move in one place. We'll go and camp in front of Aso Rock and we'll make sure that all the international media is there, will be there.
But since you are doing it now without the political party, you can still do it
No, I'm not protest. Okay, I'm too old. My children are in the university.
Oh, wow.
already.
Do you understand? As I'm talking to you now, I'm too old for certain things. We've carried placard. Under Buhari, we know how many times we were shot at.
And you are arrested as well.
We don't need, we are paid the price. I was the first person that did the letter against Buhari to the White House, detailing his authoritarian tendencies and things that we're going to do. It got to the stage where people told me, the day that one of my friends was arrested and taken to Kado prison, the policeman that came to arrest him was mentioning my name to him. Where is this person? Where is Henry Shield? Do you get what I'm saying? Thankfully, I had an accident that day, so I didn't go. Maybe by then, you will have been hearing to that they took this guy. But those were prices we were ready to pay. Do you get? Because Buhari dealt with Nigerians.
You just said you're too old.
No, I'm
To me, you're too old for change.
No, I'm not too old. What I'm saying is, there are things that you should expect. See, I don't need to be a PDP for me to know that it is not normal to buy fuel for an oil-producing country to sell fuel to a citizen at over 1,000. I don't need to be in any party. I am angry enough. But the last protest I attended was the one with Showore. 20.
Yes, thanks.
The one who went to the US Embassy that they came to threaten us, they were going to shoot us.
Yes.
And we were fine by it. After that protest, and we had less than 100 people, I told Showore plainly, I'm not coming out for protest. In fact, they don't call me anymore when they go for protest.
So you will never come out for
I want to say that Nigerians are ready to come out.
He's getting his in here.
Few people are deciding that it is okay to buy private jet when people cannot feed. I went to the market. People were buying crumbs of fish just to have a taste of fish in there.
They've even done sachet rice. It's
Guy,
producing
okay.
sachet rice.
some things that animals will not eat. You are telling me about one year policy. People should be patient. Patience kill you there. Why are you not patient before buying your private jet?
So it's going to get worse.
But if people like you say, I am tired, I am too old,
Then he's going to stand for the people.
who are we going to?
What's I get tired?
Who is going to lead us?
It's about being tired with political parties. Before I left the PDP, I did a letter to every member of NWC. Me, I am not, before I come up and make noise, even this interview, I've already calculated the things that I will say, this I would never ever say. I wrote a letter to them in 2015. I said, sir, we have had enough time to rest. You see this thing we are going to, we have never been in opposition before. Every member, Secondus, I wrote to him, Akabundu, I wrote to him, all the members of NWC that this is what we need to do as opposition. Every month, this is what we should do. How do we engage Nigerians? How to engage the government? Every quarter, this is what we should do. This is what we should do. We should also make sure that we externalize the battle. Why are we not on CNN? Why are we not on Al Jazeera? Why are we not on BBC? Constantly bringing to fore what is going on in Nigeria. I thought I was talking to human beings. I didn't know I was talking to people that some of them in the night, they are in the villa already to go. Oh, only because most America, they might have reported me to Buhari. Look at that stupid boy. See what he brought for us to come and do to you.
I see it's getting heated in here. I'm bringing the best out of Shield because I know how to wind him up.
And I'm tired.
We're still going to talk more, Shield. On the opinion table, it's not scripted, you know. You can say anything you like. All these things you are holding back, I'd want to hear. Then just want to hear as well. But let's move on to Rivers State, the process of Rivers and the local government election. I know in the courts today, the election of the local government was upheld. And Minister Wike boycotted the panel of inquiry that was set up by the governor. What's your take on all of this? You think Wike is going to go for peace? Or is the governor going to go for peace?
A very valid question. Has Wike ever gone for peace?
See, you know, he's trying to, he's whining, that's
bad.
You know, you're whining me. Whining me today. Do you know what happened during the primaries of the PDP? Wike was all over the place. He went to Sokoto, he went to abuse this whole
Was that before he started running for president or?
When he came to Anambra, the one that got me here, when he came to Anambra and abused Peter Obi, who was my own governor. We immediately finished that. Me too, and I called media. We now sat down. We now analyzed the life of Wike. Wike, what is Wike's contribution to Nigeria democracy? Mention one. All through the fight, the struggle, June 12.
I can mention the live band.
No, but have you gone to Rivers State?
Wike has grown.
Have you gone to Rivers State?
I've been a.
Did you see the work that Wike did in Rivers State?
Beautiful work.
Let me tell you something.
Road infrastructure.
That to teach is.
Don't take that away from him.
Let me tell you something. Do you know, as at this morning when I was going to eat, this afternoon I was going to eat at a restaurant, Yakoyo, this afternoon. We drove on that express, right? The one connecting from Area 3.
Okay, like what you have done in Abuja.
Do you know what?
He's still doing.
I told the person that was in my vehicle, give it to Wike. He has done well. Me, like I said, sentiment no dey my matter. I will tell you your own. Wike has no place in a democracy. No place.
So he's a dictator.
Of course he's a dictator. He's a shameless dictator.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Wike is a shameless dictator.
I'm talking about price.
Yes, he is. He should sue me.
Why would you say that though?
Thank you. God bless you. For 8 years that he was governor in Rivers, show me one budget of 1 year of Wike as governor.
Budget or projects?
Budget of Rivers. Show me one.
But it was passed by the National Assembly.
So where is the budget?
They will have them in their records.
Okay, Google and show me budget. I can show you Anambra, Lagos.
I don't think it has ever been released for public consumption.
This man operated the budget from his pocket.
So are you trying to say we can never send a proposal to the state
Is it
assembly?
that the English is the problem? Should I speak Yoruba?
Say it in pidgin.
Yeah. You still say if you carry budget go
State assembly.
Like
you today.
the compasser, you go bring a compa, come begin the implement about. You go carry, they give each ministry of environment, take your own budget, they don't approve.
No, you
Ministry of Health.
say for National Assembly they will give different committee.
No, after it has been passed, wake up or don't send them. It has become law. So you go give each ministry, may they go implement it.
Yes.
Ask Wike or ask any of the commissioners that serve on that, any of them. I challenge any.
Do you have proof to all of this?
Oga, I'm saying this in on air now. What is, do I have proof? You should sue me. He's not a lawyer. His wife is a judge. They should sue me now. Something that I challenge him, let him bring the budget out. This man has no business in a democracy. Everything he has done from 1999 has been scheming. Everything.
But he gives dividends of democracy to the people.
Okay, Abacha gave dividend of democracy to the people.
But that does not mean that you say that business.
Some be saying, Abacha also gave dividend. Abacha beat a lot of the monuments we have across the country to say. So what? A despot will give you anything.
So we could.
A dictator can give you anything. There is what makes you a Democrat. Listening to people, working within the law. Have you seen what he's doing in the FCT now?
What's he doing?
We'll come back there. Let's face Rivers first. For 8 years, students, young people were left stranded abroad who were sent on scholarship. That was not his business. See, you want me to say something that if I say it today, wallahi ta'ala, Wike will have DSS. So
Like my table to.
why is Wike always interested only in bridges and roads?
Only in bridges and roads.
Yes, building bridges and roads. Why?
Because the roads are bad.
Okay. So the schools are not bad. The hospitals are not bad. Okay.
But Commission Hospital
We know.
was government.
Please. Wike was more fly over. We know. It's just that people.
But I'd like to answer that question. Why is he only building bridges and roads?
Oh, now tell you. You see, Wike, in a sane society, he will not bring his head out to come and talk. I'm the one telling him. There is nothing democratic about Wike. Nothing. What is the name of the deputy governor under Wike for 8 years?
Pabello, what they call her? She's in the Senate now.
You don't?
No, I will not remember. I'm not from heaven.
You don't know her name. Do you know her name? Do you know why you don't know her name?
Because we overshadowed her.
It's not just about overshadowing. Have you dealt with Wike before? I've dealt with him. Have you dealt with Wike one-on-one before?
No, those bros us together.
Bros, you see that man, in the only society he can survive and thrive is a dysfunctional society.
So you're trying to say in all of this, Wike will not make peace with the governor of Asif.
For Tinubu, that is Wike's employer, to call him and Fubara and say people should go and settle, and Wike is still saying all this nonsense. He's saying, I will set fire this one, you cannot take mechanical. Okay? There is somebody to
But
say
he godfathered Fubara. So what went wrong?
What went wrong is that Fubara refused to release the state resources.
But he has already come to FCT, so release the state resources for what?
God.
As what?
Not understand. When a man is greedy to the bone, if you burst his skin today, the blood coming out, it will just be grit. That's the only thing you'll be seeing. Go and scan that blood. The only thing you'll be seeing on your scanner is grit. It is so bad that he fought everybody. And when you anytime he's talking, he says integrity. How can integrity and Wike be on the same page? How? Everything he said he will not do, he has done. I will not do APC. He's a cancer. Can you let me manage my PDP that is a headache? Is he not in APC today?
No, it's not an APC.
Okay, what is he?
He's working for the APC government. So it is not if he and then
He's not saying you advance, he's working for them.
it was appointed
He's working for them.
appointed as a minister
He's working for them. He's collecting salary from them.
from the government. He's a Nigerian now.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the right to work
Oga,
as a minister.
He has the right.
Oga, he's working for the APC.
He's working for the government of APC.
Okay. And
For the Federal
collecting,
Republic of
and
Nigeria.
collecting salary
For
from the
Federal-
government of APC. You have said
Obasanjo in 1999 formed the government of unity now.
But how can you be collecting salaries from the government? You specifically insulted
Obasanjo who wrote in Bola Ige.
Yes.
How many times did Bola Ige insult Obasanjo say that he will not join Obasanjo during the campaign? Oga, please, when we are talking about men of character, is it wicked that you will come and bring? How?
I think that since he's learning,
Do you? Is what?
he's a learning colleague of the barristers. I was thinking that you will
See,
to-
what Wike is doing in Rivers
Hmm.
is because, number one, he met a man that is too quiet.
That's in person of Fubara.
I swear to God. So if I were the governor,
But with this Fubara is doing to him now.
But if Fubara is really quiet,
Exactly.
he is, believe me sincerely, he is. If Fubara was Fayoshi, will Wike step into Rivers?
No.
Do you know what Wike did to a whole former vice president of Nigeria? He refused him to land in Port Harcourt to come and campaign.
Ati president. So Atiku will not go to Port Harcourt to campaign.
Okay, you should know all these things.
He did not land.
Check now. He cancelled his campaign.
No, but he landed in Port Harcourt.
Oga, I said Atiku can't cancelled his campaign. Wike refused to give them the stadium.
Yeah, but exactly. You know that he's not landing.
Atiku cancelled his campaign. Do you know what it means to cancel a presidential campaign in a state as Rivers? This man was a total dictator.
Will you say because they're not picking him as vice president candidates in the PDP? That's why he did that.
You know, I had this discussion with Atiku. This vice presidential thing, I had a discussion with him. And me, personally, I am happy that Wike was not chosen.
But if they have fit him, they would have won the election, don't you think?
So
Because he became a spoiler. Governor.
hold on. So, because we want to win the election, a character like Wike should become vice president of Nigeria.
But
If you were Atiku, will you choose Wike to be your vice?
if I want to win an election, I'm very strategic. I think I will choose it.
Okay, I will not choose him. You know why?
I will know how to handle
The whole of you cannot handle him. The person that will undermine you will undermine you. The whole of your tenure, you will keep looking over your shoulder. The man cannot be trusted. Wike cannot be trusted over anything. Nothing he says that can be trusted. I can give you 100 quotes from Wike. Now,
Give me 3, please.
okay, let me start with one. How can we give you an umbrella? We'll give you an umbrella. You use the umbrella. You now say you want to go to another party, and you now want to go with. If you want to go, you drop the umbrella for us.
1.
What is happening with 27 lawmakers in Rivers today? Calm down. I will give you more than 3. What is happening with them?
They are out of the house.
No. What is Wike insisting must not happen? That they will not lose
Yes.
their seats, right? So what is the meaning of that? You are calling a governor, I think it was Zulum or something, who left PDP to another party, and you are saying he had to leave the power for us, for PDP, so that there can be another person that will take the power, right? But you do not want that to happen to your own people. That's number 1, right?
You know?
Number 2, I will not take this anything. I will not take any position for governor or for minister. No. This, I will not take it. What is it today?
He was called upon.
What is it today?
For service.
When he was called upon, if he said no, would they shoot him?
No, but I saw he wrote to people.
If they said,
I'm sure
if he said
the
no,
right. I'm sure it was the right.
if he said no, would they kill him?
They won't kill him, but I'm sure.
God bless you. Hold on. Bless you. So that's 2.
Pressure.
Number 3. Once I leave this government house, I don't have any business here. I pack my car and go.
And go to Abuja.
Anybody know and go. And anybody that becomes governor, it is the person's business. Has he left the governor in?
No.
How many is that?
So he has now. It's not in River.
How many is that?
3. But it's Wike in River State.
Does Wike actually have the power to shun the judicial commission?
No, but we do not live in a normal society.
But he did. He has shown.
But he has
What next?
I said we do not live in a normal society.
So what next? What will happen?
Nothing will happen. As we ever lost our election,
So that is to say he has the power to shun.
no, that is to say that we live in an animal kingdom.
We are in a jungle.
Yes.
No, not
You only go to.
well, this is Nigeria we're under a democracy. We would not say I'm not.
Assume anything you want to assume. It's your business. I am here to speak fact. I don't care about sentiment. I don't send. I'm not here to pamper anybody, Tinubu, and I don't. They are not feeding
So
me.
you are saying by Wike nothing will happen to him since.
What was to happen to him?
If we were in the same country, what would have happened to
We have been arrested. In fact, not only today. Let me tell you what happened. You know, some weeks ago, Wike opened his mouth and said, "I will set fire in states or PDP."
The governors are supporting Fubara that will set fire in their state. We did that. But that fire does not mean that you will go and like.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you defecting the fire? Did he defect me? What are you?
It's my opinion.
So your opinion podcast is your opinion. So let me talk the one that
Of your opinion, what's your
say that I will first set fire in your state. I will make sure that I give you assignments that will distract you for governance. Okay? We did a petition to the IG of police on this matter.
That was an open threat.
Do you know what that means? It means that in any states now that any insecurity happens, Wike can be directly linked
Of course.
because such a reckless statement. I said we do not live in a normal society.
It was an open.
Wike should have been arrested. We wrote to the police, to the IG of police.
Does it have
The copy of the letter is
don't have any
Does it have your country is gone, it's compromised. There is no system. Country is run by individuals, not by institutions anymore.
You do send a reminder to the IG of police
That what?
that you wrote.
That they should arrest Wike.
That
You mean the Wike that is building all of the houses now, building houses for all the judges and everybody?
no, building houses for judges.
Yes, of course. That's true.
It's the government that is building houses. Sorry.
Yes, no Wike.
Wike is not the first minister of the FCT. We should get that right. He is not going to be the last.
But it's one of the best that
How is he the best?
after Erufai.
How is he the best?
Look at this transformation. It's in.
What transformation? The roads that are being built. Do you know who actually commissioned them?
Who commissioned it?
Foundation does not mean to do it.
Listen.
In the time of Buhari, I didn't know whether we have a minister of action.
Jonathan commissioned was Buhari at finish them up.
Now, somebody come. We get.
No, but you just said that we should give it up to Wike.
Yes, we'll give it to him because of. See, me, I will say fact. See, where Wike is doing well, what I call those express, whenever I'm writing on those, you know what I used to call it? Wike's express. No sentiment. Do you understand? I am saying that even a demon can give you that. Abacha gave us infrastructure. Does that make Abacha a Democrat? Does it make a human being that should come and lead us? No.
Shit, can Wike be president?
You say?
Can Wike be president of Nigeria?
Can we?
Can Wike be president of Nigeria?
It's not possible.
You don't think he's going to contest against Tinubu in 2027?
No.
Or he's just causing troubles in the bidding?
No, he's not going to contest against you. The problem that Wike is going to have is going to be with the Senate president, but let's discuss that later. He's going to have problem with the Senate president because he's going to want to be vice president in 2031. Do you understand?
So the Senate president of my interest.
I don't know. That's their this. But what I see is 2021, not 2027. See,
2031.
Yeah, 2031. That's when it's going to run around. Let me tell you what's going to happen in 2027, right? There's going to be a semblance of election. And this person will be announced as the winner, and they will tell you to go to the courts, and the courts belongs to them. So it's going to be a repeat of 2023. But if we do not want that to happen, because sincerely, all of us that are here, the only power we have as citizens is just our voters' card.
The right to vote.
Nothing else. Nothing else. The only thing that gives us power as citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is that voters' card, the ability to be able to vote. Once these guys take that thing away from us and call Yakubu, I say, Yakubu, write me 3 million in Kebi, write me 1 million in Apaibom. Once they take that power away from us, we have become nothing but slaves.
But they're not taking that power. You're trying to say in 2023 election.
Yeah, they took it away in 2023. Yes, it's not.
It's not a true reflection.
No, it's not.
So President Tinubu did not win that election.
Okay? I dare INEC to publish the report of on their IRF for that election.
Who won the election?
Let them publish that.
No, but if you say he did not win, or is that
I said,
who won the election?
let them publish the results so that we can declare the result, the system can declare who truly won. Are you kidding me? Nigeria is the only place in the world where
Well, the system spans what it was collected manually, and the manual collection said
what
Tinubu won
this
the election.
on the day of election. Why did he stop uploading?
No, but
Who system behind it?
it crashed.
It crashed.
No, it did not crash, brother.
What happened?
They said he had a glitch.
Well, this is crashing.
No, that's not crashing. Crashing is that you can't come back again. It did not crash.
But it
Because
came back.
somebody switched off the IRF.
Do you have database of the area?
What you want me to say this night, I will not say it.
No, if you don't have the database of the area,
Oga, will not say
why would you say the election?
I am telling you that they should bring it.
Have you seen it?
They should bring what precisely?
They should
What was the database? Have you seen it?
Nobody have access to it. Only I
Exactly. So why would you say that the election was?
know the truth now. We all know the truth.
No, hold on. It's like a spirit. Let me tell you, and that's why I call out Peter Obi and Atiku every time. All these nonsense social media opposition people are there. When I go take away for opposition, you think these guys in Aso Rock, you think they're Jonathan, you think they came here to joke. You think they're Jonathan that you can just go and ambush out of Aso Rock. These ones are not normal. They don't have shame. They didn't come here to come and work for you. That's why life is hard for everybody. They are not even pretending that they want to do anything for you. You know, it's a different way you are pretending. You have some.
But they have some friendly policies.
Like what?
For the people.
Like what? Like 25,000 naira conditional cash transfer. 25,000.
It's not a good policy.
25,000 naira. Swear, say that is a good thing. Talk.
No, but at least I thought I'm bad pass.
Fair. No let me vex for you this evening. 25,000. If you eat in 1 week, you cannot take it for 1 week. Do you know how much Mama put this now?
But that's you now. Do you know if
Oga, if it is not
some
me,
people-
Mama put, how much is it in a day?
I don't know, I eat at home.
Oh, married man. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, Wike is the engine room. He's more like the instigator of the inability of the PDP to actually effectively discharge its duties as opposition.
I see some days ago, Isaac Fairshare came out to say that if Wike was strong enough, he should decamp. Do you think he was going to decamp to
If it decamps, then the PDP will have the power to come back as opposition and fight. Wike not decamping is a strategic move.
No, but can't they expel him from the party?
You cannot expel, because once you expel him now, you will create divisions. Once you create division, because he will go.
But is there not already a division?
No, this one now, there's only one national acting chairman, right? If you expel Wike, you will declare somebody national chairman. So there will be another national chairman in another house. Once that happens, you will lose a lot of your governors, you will lose a lot of your senators as elected officials. Do you understand?
So
they are managing.
Present governors in PDP are not powerful. Is that what you mean?
No, they are very powerful.
So why are they not doing anything
Unfortunately,
to
right?
solve this crisis?
Unfortunately, many of them have personal relationships with Wike. Many of them are already, in fact, if
Well, he's abusing all of them.
okay, no,
He said we're going to put fire in their state.
let me tell you behind the scene. The truth of the matter is that there are some of the governors today in PDP that are 100% loyal to Wike. They don't, including Atiku's governor. It is that bad. Fintiri is 100% loyal to him.
Name another three.
Sheyi Makinde is 100% loyal to him.
Another one.
Plateau is 100% loyal to him. I should go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. So what happens to the Bauchi governor, the head of
That is-
Governors Forum?
that
Governors Forum.
That is the only person that Wike cannot defeat, because Wike as minister today, that man was minister over 10 years ago. But that was minister over 10 years ago.
Are you working for Bala?
No, I'm working for Nigeria. Why should I work for? I used to work for Bala.
Oh, if you say you're working for Nigeria, Wike is working for Nigeria.
No, those guys not working
like-
for Nigeria. No.
No, if you say thank God you said it. You're working for you. I know you have a relationship with Bala. Do you still have a really close relationship with Bala?
Why wouldn't I? Why would I have a relationship with you? I told you, President.
Boss,
President Abbas just sent me a message. Why would I have a good relationship?
you were
with you?
appointed by him to work for Nigeria, right?
Yes.
Is Wike appointed to work for Nigerians?
Is he work-
Don't talk about it.
Is you for Nigerians?
That's what he's doing.
So these people that is kicking out of their houses, they are not Nigerians.
Which people is he kicking out of the
The
houses?
people that are living in the places that is.
They don't have a location to those lands, do you know?
Oh, okay. He said it's because of criminality. Oh, I see.
Do you support the picking of beggars on the streets by Wike?
I support the rehabilitation of beggars. FCT has a department called, a secretariat called Social Development.
But that's what Wike is doing, speaking them to rehabilitate.
Who told you speaking into my
Where is he taking them to?
right to social development in Iraq?
But that is a very valid question. Where is he taking them to?
You are the journalist now. You should go and find out.
No, like you have information more than us.
I mean, you place calls to all these prominent people. Where is he taking them?
I am telling you, see that man called Wike. By the time he's done with the FCT, you will see flashes of development. You see flashes of development like you saw in Rivers, flashes and everything. I dare Wike to come and account for every cover he receives as governor of Rivers.
And it's not just by the EFCC. Is there any petition against him?
Next question, please.
Wike is not chased by the EFCC. And you say you are daring him.
Next question.
Why is Wike not being chased by the FCC?
He who pays the what?
The piper
Does not.
takes the tune. So does he pay the FCC? You mean that he
No,
pays them?
no. I'm just saying another. You know, I'm an Igbo chief, and sometimes the best way to answer a question is
Put out a proverb.
put out a proverb and just let it rest there.
Yeah, I think we're going to be running out of time. But before we go, let's talk about the Edo State and the issues that are happening pre-post-election. Shoot, I know that I've seen some statements about Edo. And there's insecurity in Edo State today. There's court clash, killing of people. Women have come out to the streets to protest. Women went to the palace of the Oba, protest in the governor's office. The governor was not around, but they were received by secretary of the government and all of that. What do you think is happening in Edo? Do you think, first and foremost, was there an election in Edo State?
No.
There was an election.
So you people claim that there was an election. Let's listen, my brother. And this is is going to eat deep into your 2027 general election.
No, but after you was end though,
There will still be another one. There will still be your show.
and I'll
There will soon be.
Alhambra.
Let me tell you, and this is where the opposition is getting it wrong. What happened in Edo was a total robbery.
Who robbed who?
I am not missing what I have had a world press conference to discuss this.
Who robbed who?
What happened in Edo, right? Was, do you know, up to today they are still trying to manage the results being uploaded on IRF. Do you understand what I'm saying? The results from the polling unit have no bearing with what was used to declare the winner of the election.
Are you from Edo State?
It was, I don't need to be, see, this question is infuriating. I don't need to be, I'm a citizen of the world. I don't need to be from Edo State. I have people on the ground. I have a civil society.
You have access to this result?
That is registered. Yes, I have access to the result that were on the ground. We have names of electoral officers who actually compromised. We have written petition to the police. We are writing to ICPC. This is not a joke.
So the election was not won by...
This is not a joke. Listen, people come out to vote. You, as an INEC official, you have no right. You have no right to write the result that it is not what they voted for. You have no right to do that. You are denying them their God-given choice to decide who become their governor. It is evil. It is criminal.
Then who won the election?
Everybody who has done this. But let me finish this discussion. Right? You see, this don't matter. Wallahi, people will go to jail. This don't matter. Whatever they like, let them do. We have names. We have pictures. We have the information about some of these people.
So there's a whole lot of evidence.
Do you know what I even found out yesterday? I found out yesterday that INEC had another result sheet apart from what the people voted for affair. This is no longer about PDP, APC, Labour Party. This is about a decision, a commitment by certain people to make sure that Nigeria's democracy dies. Edo was a blatant rape of the people's choice. Rape.
Who was the choice of the people?
I don't know.
Oh, you must know. You have the sheets on. You have the result sheets.
What we have. Have you read the report of election observers in Edo? Like Yaga, like Atena.
But international Edo was
supposed
supposed
to.
God.
We are talking about the compromising of the electoral process. We are talking about being peaceful. Do they need to be shooting gun for them to reach?
What process was compromised?
Okay, from the polling unit, where is the next collation center?
The local government.
Where did they go to?
Benin.
Where did they go to for the polling units? Where did they take the result to?
To the collection center now.
Which one?
Edo, the central collection center.
Was that where they were supposed to take it to?
I don't know. You
Well,
tell.
France, there's an electoral law. You need to take it to the local government collection center before going to the state. They skipped the collection center, went to the state, did what they needed to do, denied opposition party candidates, not their agent or
Which opposition? You mean?
PDP.
Okay.
Denied, I don't know if that one was there, but this one came out to talk. Denied him access into the building. You are supposed to monitor what is going on. They denied him access. After some few hours, they came out and announced that APC had won the election. Oga, it's not until they spit on your face before you know that they are disrespecting, that they are taking away your right from you. The brazenness with which they did what they did in Edo should never, ever be allowed to die. People say, oh, Shield, you are too invested in Edo. Yes, I'm freaking invested in Edo.
There's another election. Ondo came up and...
But it was peaceful. It was peaceful.
Was Ondo rigged as well?
Even if you read in Ondo, right? Even if they read in Ondo, you will realize that the man in power did his own work. You understand? So, and there's still sentiment of the death of the former governor. And this one was, you had a candidate that, for once, did not even engage the people.
He did.
God, I'm talking about in the... Oga, finish.
You mean on media?
BBC Pigeon.
Oga,
On BBC, can you remember?
using the Edo people to this now?
He did on BBC.
How can you be reducing the... How are TV stations inviting you to come free, to come and talk about your
The
policies?
governor has said that he's not a talker. He's an action person. And he has swung into action.
We do not think he's an action person.
There's no bridge in Benin before now. He's just commissioned, or he just kickstarted the bridge.
So within 1 week that I came, we already did they've advertised.
Budget track and all that.
Let me finish. He wants to talk.
No, but that's why.
Let me finish now. So they've done the advert. You saw it in the papers. They've already gotten contractors. Let me finish now. They've gotten the contractors. They've awarded the contract. They've already done the bidding and everything. Show me the process of the bidding. You people don't know what you have done. Today you said people are fighting in Edo. Like you don't know what you have done in Edo. You have handed over your state back to these guys. We knew how Edo was
Before
this last man came in. Also a very unserious man.
But
yes, but he maintained some sanity. He's an exposed man. He's educated. He's well traveled. So there was limit to what touts could do, what criminals could do. Look at what has been happening. This man.
So you mean that the present governor will work with touts?
I don't know what has been happening in the state.
No, that's court clash.
Oh,
It doesn't have anything to do with governor.
I see. Now back to the issue, right? If Okpebolo had won the election free and fair,
He won. He was declared winner.
let me finish now.
It's about 290.
You said opinion podcast. Let me have my opinion. Stop cutting me short.
No, I'm trying to let you
No,
know the election.
cannot.
I may correct you.
That is your own opinion. Let me finish my own opinion.
No, he won the election.
So
He was announced.
So you
he
are
was-
denying me the right.
No, you speak, but he was announced winner.
If it is your turn to speak, you can.
It's freedom of speech in
Let me
Nigeria.
talk my own.
Oh, yeah, talk your own.
Good. If Okpebolo had won free, fair, and credibly, believe me, people, only a madman will come and start shouting. But you cannot squeeze the system, compromise the process.
Was it Okpebolo that did that?
No, it was a shield.
Bro,
Oh, didn't you see me carrying it now?
he was just a common senator.
Didn't you see me? What did your vice president say before? Which day about Edo State? That he's glad about the return of the godfather in Edo. Everything to win Edo they did. But you see this one, this Edo, he will choke them. This particular one, we are not up till the tribunals finish.
But you are not from Edo.
I don't need to be from Edo. Every madness in every state affects you. If you don't know, as a citizen, it affects you. If we allow Edo, you allow 2027, they need to know that there is a limit to the madness that can be acceptable from them. Why would you rape the people so brazenly? Why?
What are the legal implications of all of this as we round up?
Well, when we talk about PDP, we talk about APC. These guys, they're all based on the same feather.
Absolutely.
Obaseki started with APC and ended up in PDP. Today, Okpebolo is in APC. Tomorrow, he might end up in PDP. We forgot to also realize, we forgot to identify that a few months ago, Obaseki conducted local government election in the Edo State. We didn't take note of what happened. PDP were declared all true in all the local government in Edo State and the councillorship. We didn't look at how the election process took place.
So it's it for that.
Of course, these guys, they are the same. So forget about the acronym. Whether PDP or APC, they are the same. If the young man, the PDP candidate was in APC, they will still do the same thing for him. But I think we need to rise up as a people and as a citizens of this country, to realize the process we must adopt. You have actually identified some of this process that we must rise up as citizens. But to say we want to defend any of them, I think is actually wrong. But that is not to say that when we see the wrong thing, we shouldn't identify some of these wrong things by speaking up as citizens of this country. We must realize that, and we must continue to, hit the nail on the head.
With that, we wrap up for today, 22nd of November. 21st of November, 2024. It has been a very heated studio. She brought it all out in the studio today. But thank you very much for coming, Shane. I appreciate all the talks that the ones you left behind. I'm hoping that I'm going to have you next time here, where we'll check the table on the Opinion Podcast. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Comrade Ugui Afebo Hajud, the Thinker. I'll see you next time. Thank you.